My name is Flavian and I'm a pig farmer based in Hampshire, a little village called Upton Great. Here are my friends. Don't know if you can see them. These piglets are 3 weeks old with their mother. Some of the others are at the back there. We keep them outside until they are 4 weeks old with their mother, and then we take them away from the mother and keep them in straw huts in groups of 40, and then we take the mothers into the shed where they meet the boar, or sometimes we use AI, and which is artificial insemination. So we buy that in, and that's what is used to make new piglets. So I'll show you some younger piglets which were born yesterday as well, and a few other older ones that were taken from their mother 2 weeks ago, and you see how quickly they've grown compared to these guys here. There you go. So this lady would have had piglets. She had them yesterday. Hey girl. They get quite protective when they've had piglets. As you can see there, the little ones. Me approaching her like that whilst talking means that she can hear my voice. She recognizes my voice, and she doesn't panic or think it's a stranger. And I don't spook her. So I just approach her gently. Come on, girl. Hey, lady. But I've always got to be careful because she can go from where she is now to where I'm stood, which is about 2 meters away, in a blink of an eye. So I've always got to be careful. You can see the little piglets there. Hey, girlie. More newborn piglets. Hey, girl. Steady, girl. Actually, I think she's still having piglets. Steady, girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. So like I said, approaching them calmly. Look at them, newborns. Steady, girl. Steady, girlie. I'm literally sat here, my hand is right by her face, and she's calm. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, she's still having piglets, or farrowing, as we call it. Good girl. Good girl. I'm even gonna kneel in front of her. Like I said, it's quite dangerous, but if you know your animals, good girl, good girl. Yeah, actually, I'm not going to try and touch her. I don't want to push my luck. Good girl. That's their bed in there. I'm just giving them fresh straw. You can see it's quite dry and warm. And we've also got another straw out here to block the wind from coming in. This one here. So you can see they'll come in. They eat some of that straw as well. Yeah, because it helps their stomach work properly with the digestion. A bit like when we veg. It helps. It does the same job. On there, it's coming out. There you go. See, this one here is playing with the straw already. I'm in another field now with these are called dry sows. I call them dry sows because they are not milking, so they don't have any piglets, but they're pregnant. So The reason they're called dry cells is because they're not milking, and when they're milking, they'll be called lactating cells. Lactating obviously means when they're giving milk. So these ones, I'm just bedding them up with the straw behind me. So we bed them up with wheat straw, and these guys think some feeding them, hence why they're all around me here. You can see them. This is saying hi. Yeah, I'm just going to bed them up now because it's quite muddy. It means that their pen will be nice and dry. Shut up! Their pen will be nice and dry for when they go to sleep tonight and the next few days. I try and bed them up at least once a week, or depending on how wet it is, we'll bed up every time it rains, let's say, to make sure they're nice and dry and warm, because straw also keeps them warm as well as dry. So these were taken from their mothers last week. You can see they've got straw they can play with. They sleep in there, and they tend to go to the toilet at the back there. There's my dog Rex in the tractor looking on. Yeah, so these guys are 5 weeks old, going to 6 weeks, and they'll stay here in groups of 40 until they're 12 weeks old, and then we'll take them in the shed where they'll stay till they are around 18 to 20 weeks. We also keep them in groups that are similar size. So these ones here are a bit bigger than those ones there, but the same age. Because in pigs, or with pigs where they've got big litters, you tend to get some of the smaller ones sometimes that don't get as much milk as the big greedy ones. So you have to size them up, otherwise they'll get bullied. So in here is where we keep when they come from the field. These came in here last week, and yeah, we keep them in here in the shed in groups of 20 rather than 40. They're marked out and bedded up every morning, and once a pen is empty, it's cleaned out fully, and then we put fresh straw for the next group. They love running around and playing. With the food comes in those pipes. It comes through there into there. As you can see there, they feed themselves. They eat as much as they want, as if a bit like a buffet. You want to be on camera, don't you? How about you, dumb boy? Look at those size of those ears. So they're all mixed in, boys and girls as well. But I'm going to try and separate them, so you can have boys in one pen and girls in another pen. And then in here we keep the mothers that don't have piglets anymore, and we're waiting to scan them to see if they're pregnant, and then they'll go back out in the field. Here's one of the boars. Hello, mate. They'll have a scratch. That's just a glove in my hand. They think I'm gonna feed them. Actually, let me try and feed them by hand. some food here. Come on then, big dog. Come on. Come on. Ow. See his teeth there. I've upset everyone else now. They all think they're going to get fed.